Hey, it's Ari here, and this is the first dev diary for a project that I started over the summer called Vector RTS. And basically, I haven't played a great RTS in a long time, and I keep going back to the ones that I really liked from like 20 years ago. So I've started a number of games that I've been developing over the past couple of years, and as I've been learning more about game design and game development, I've decided that I think this one here should be the main and honestly like only focus. And so I figured what better way to do that and keep me accountable than by doing a dev diary. So first things first, let's go to the main menu, and here we have like the most placeholder of coming soon pages for multiplayer and campaign, and literally a like blank settings page. But I was just organizing things. I wasn't spending too much time on these areas, just wanted to make sure that my mind was all organized so that way I could go keep kind of a mental checkbox. Got to go do this, got to go do that. But the bread and butter of what's been done so far is going to be right here on Skirmish. And I made this whole interface over the summer after I made the sample scene with lots of units and buildings. And while there's no real design to this yet, I think we have all the main like functional parts ready to go. So I'm definitely going to need some quality of life changes on here, like tooltips and info all over the place, but that can come at a later stage. Just an example of something that I'll want to add is if I go to like 8 players, it'll give you this little tooltip down here which doesn't tell you why you can't do 8 players, but in reality you need to just make the map a bit larger. So we go to a giant map, then we go to 8 players, and all of a sudden it works. But let's go to a small map with just 2 people. Standard, this is going to be where you choose your map type, and then we can press start game. So if we start things up, we have some rudimentary random map generation, creating obstacles, creating purple stuff, and creating pink stuff. Those are our 2 resources. We also have our base generating and 3 gatherers plus 4 squares, and these are our melee units right here. There's also no fog of war yet, so if we zoom out, we can just see our opponent's base chilling out right there. It's kind of hard to see right now, and they have their gatherers going back and forth to this purple thing right here. They have their squares chilling out, but there's no AI yet. We do have some custom A sharp or A star or whatever it's called, A star pathfinding. So our units, they actually can travel pretty well across the map and get around all of these obstacles, other units, buildings, you name it, pretty easily. And they never get trapped. You'll notice they go right around the corners and sides of things, and they never get stuck. Sometimes, let's go zoom in and see if they get trapped here. No, they settled pretty well here. But sometimes they don't settle so well, and they'll start moving around a bit. Sometimes you get one of them that like does a circle around the others, kind of like this. And so we want to still work on fixing that, but it's so much better than it used to be. And then if we go over to our base, we can go click it, build a new gatherer, and it builds a new unit who just starts heading immediately to the nearest resource, goes back and starts collecting more resources. And then if we press G, we can get rid of this ugly grid and start seeing the map for a bit more like what it actually should be. Of course, there's no real design or layout to this. The random map generation is extraordinarily early stages. I just kind of wanted to make sure it worked at first before getting into the nitty gritty of it. And we're still focused on just building up the basics, but I'm pretty happy with the progress. And I honestly think I can get a playable version pretty soon if I can whip through getting the barracks up and some attacking units, and then make a basic enemy AI. I've already put in the whole HP feature for everything. I just don't have any way to display it yet. I'm thinking about putting in a bar right here that displays all your units, their health, all that stuff. Then also maybe throwing on health bars on top of the units once you select them as well. Lots of different things we could do to add in quality of life and make it easier. And as you see, these guys are not settling well at all. So that's all I wanted to show off today. I'll make another one of these as soon as I make my next update. Follow along and I'll let you know as soon as I have something that you can get your hands on to play. Peace out and bye-bye.